How's it going? Great to see you.
How you been?
I'm great. Watching that clip, I was just taken by your trembling hand when those guys were really trying to pin you to the wall. Where did you find that? What was going through your head to get to that place where it would manifest itself in that kind of physicality?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me, guys.
Sure.
It's my first time in Santa Barbara, so I just shout out, guys. It was quite the process. I guess the biggest thing is the kind of environment that Catherine Bigelow, the director, what she set up, and I think I was in a room in which it felt like reality. You know, the extras were outside moving around as if we were in a real police station, and the detectives gave me about 5 minutes inside the room to wait. And I just think the lack of camera consciousness is also something that is quite special as well. It does something to you as an actor, and you're emerged into the world. And I guess that's just the repercussion of, you know, art.
Remind me, so many of you guys who were in this movie were cast in this movie without being told what parts you were going to play until you got to the rehearsals or the readings, and then that's when you found out. Did you know in advance that you were going to play Melvin Dismukes, or did you just know you had been cast in the movie and you weren't sure what you were going to be playing?
Well, when they gave us the description for the audition, she told us to read a particular scene, and it was actually from In the Heat of the Night, Sidney Poitier's part, and I done that, and then was kind of like, well, this is from In the Heat of the Night. I'm not doing a reboot. You're going to kill my career. So I was confused for a second, but I think it was about tone. It was about the message, and then after that, after doing the audition and getting the part, then I found out exactly who I was playing. But it was a different process for each actor, and my process was just that.
You had the privilege of meeting Mr. Dismukes, did you not? What would you say you learned from meeting the man that you were going to play that might have helped with the actual performance?
I think the big thing was trying to get to know him separate from the circumstance of the movie. I just wanted to start out by just getting to know him in general, his childhood, his upbringing, his family, and that's the kind of stuff we spoke about. But also what I noticed about him is that he had a very fine, deep voice and was an introvert. A lot of the emotions that he would feel would almost be internal. So that gave me a clue as into how to navigate a performance like that. And also showed me that I wouldn't get to have that big crying scene with the tear in one eye. And yeah, that wasn't gonna happen. Yeah, it was good. It was good leading. He led me well.
One of the other amazing actors in Detroit is Will Poulter, a phenomenal actor from the UK, just like yourself. When you guys were around each other on the set, did you keep the fantastic American accents that you did, or did you fall back into your actual voice?
Will kept it the whole time. We was in Toronto to get our visas, and Will was American, and the thing I was like, come on, mate, man, you don't have to do it now, man. Camera's not rolling yet. But he kept it consistent. But for me, I just dropped it as part of dropping the accent and also part of dropping the intensity of the role.
This is a movie that, as you and I have talked about, I mean, it was probably my #1 movie of last year. My name and my quote was all over the billboards and the tube stations in London, which I showed you once, which was hilarious.
I'll pay you that check.
That would be nice. But at the same time, I've talked to so many people who, when I mention the movie, they go, oh, Detroit, yeah, I meant to see that, and I just never did. I wasn't really sure if I could handle it. Or what do you say to people who seem reluctant to see this movie? I know what I say, but I want to know what you have to say.
I mean, you can't necessarily blame them. It's a tough burn, you know, for all people, because we're dealing with the same situation today. Not in the same way, but it's evolved and it's taken a dark turn. And I think for a lot of people go to the movies and to the cinema to get an escape from this world. So having that in their space can feel a bit claustrophobic and stressful, but it is important. It is our mess, it is our world, and it's got great clarity, and I feel it's a film that is a must-watch.
I agree. Now, I wasn't sure, have you made any other movies lately?
I'm trying, man. You know, I'm not picking up the calls, man. You know what I mean?
And I'm sorry, I forgot. Episode 9 is called what?
I don't know.
Oh,
I have no clue.
Right.
No clue. No clue.
What status are you at in the production or pre-production of the next one?
I've had one conversation with JJ, and that's about it. I don't even know when it starts. You know.
Do you know who you're playing?
Yeah, I think so.
But even with the massive success of the Star Wars films, I've read that you say that Detroit is the biggest movie of your career so far. Why do you say that?
Because on the outside in, of course, a lot of people would be like, Star Wars, because that's where you're getting their check, boy, you know? But the big, massive thing is for me, is longevity. Longevity is something that is way more important than financial stability. It's just the ability to be able to do your work efficiently, to be able to grant other opportunities. And for me, Detroit was that. And I was looking for a piece in between the big studio films to be able to do something real. You know, I was done with space and robots and all that kind of stuff. As fun as it is, it's good to be a part of something that matters. And this is a way of using the art to do that.
What? You may not be quite done with Space and Robots, but I'm really glad that you made Detroit. And for anyone out there who has not seen it, please see this movie because it's phenomenal.
Thank you so much.
John
Thank you,
Boyega,
everyone.
ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Stay with that.